Alright, Casey, I got a few cuts here of Connor. One thing we just tried to do was get some video of the kids, something to get a starting point and a base, something maybe where they can look at as well. Little things we can keep working with them on. It'd be really good to compare this to some game footage. I think that's more ideal to see that. It was also hard off a pitching machine with fast repetition. Those rubber balls really make the bat jump back. It's hard to drive through it, and it's hard to have good footwork in kind of this situation. But here's a couple looks. You can see you're going to see one swing at the top and then two swings at the bottom. Let them go full speed here, and then we'll kind of see if we can break them down just a little bit. We'll see his last one right there. We'll get back to the top and look at it. His setup, when he starts the setup, you always see, he looks good. He knows what he's doing. I think one thing you can watch is he gets a little flat on that bat sometimes. It's straight up, and when you do that, kind of your first movement is you got to bring it down to where it's at right there, if you can see that. Pretty common. He doesn't really drop his hands down that much. He stays pretty much on plane. See where he's at contact here. Look at both of them. That time he had to go down to get it. He dropped his feet a little bit. One thing to watch with him I see a lot is sometimes he fires his hands before he fires his legs, and he gets kind of where you're outside your chain there a little bit. Let's see if we can get it here. Alright, there he goes. Front foot initiates. Foot didn't quite get down. He started firing that back leg. There, it's down. He's firing together. That looks really good. Boom, that's pretty good contact. That's the position he should really be searching for, where he's got his base down. That's a good firm front side right there. He's out a little bit in front of it. He's starting to roll his wrist. You can't really tell on that one because that bat just kicks back when it hits that plastic ball. It's hard to drive through it. But that looks pretty good. You can see he's got a good base. I'd say I'd watch that bat being a little bit flat up high. There he goes, right there. I think sometimes if you watch on this one at the top, you watch a little bit, he's a little bit opening up, and then that time you'll see he really drops. He's really hanging back on that back side, and as he fires, those hands are underneath the ball. It's going to be really hard. Anything he hits from this position here is going to be kind of rolling over the top like he did, or he's going to catch underneath and pop up. You didn't see his difference here where he didn't get his backside through. It's still kind of hanging back. All in all, strong kid. He's got a good base. One thing I would try to do is make sure when he fires together, he's firing from the lower half and they're kind of working together, letting that his back knee, back hip fire his hands rather than kind of working in two different pieces. Let them work together. But he's got a good base. Definitely going to see him get better and stronger, and he's got good hand-eye coordination and pretty good body control. So I think all in all, it's a pretty good start, and hopefully we'll see a lot more improvement.